Okay, welcome to the holes in a shirt tutorial. I know it sounds kind of goofy, but whatever. So what we're going to do is I'm hoping you're starting out with a template layer and a fabric layer. So if not, just throw down a color. That'll work. Okay, first thing we do is open a new layer. And make sure that's on top of the fabric layer and under the template layer. So choose the brush tool. And then we're going to go ahead and select our rip or tear. So, oh, that one's a little big. So we'll just go ahead and size it down. Okay, that looks good. So we're going to choose a color, kind of in a gray family, but with just a little bit more color so we can go back in later and change the hue and saturation. Okay, so I'm going to place this one probably in the chest, like right about here. Okay, there we go. So that's the first step, and we're going to go ahead and choose the magic wand tool and click kind of in that empty space there. Okay, and then hit the fabric layer. And we're going to go ahead and hit backspace or delete. That should clear it out nice. Okay, we're going to continue to do that with the other little spaces. So click the layer with the tear and magic wand it. And again, click the fabric layer and delete. Okay, after we've done that, to deselect, what we can do is hit Control D. Just quicker. Okay, so clicking the tear layer, we're going to go ahead and change the fill so it blends in a little bit better with our t-shirt. Okay, so next thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and change the hue and saturation. Just play with that a little bit. And you can see it changing colors. We're going to go ahead and darken it up a little bit. It just looks a little better that way. Okay, pretty cool, huh? Okay, that's with and without the template guide on top. Okay, select the fabric layer, and we're going to go ahead and add a little bit of noise. So go to Filters, Add Noise. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and make sure that the monochromatic check is checked. So it's all in the same color family. If it's not checked, it kind of gives you a glitter effect, which you can use later on other t-shirts. But for this one, we're just going to go ahead and make it like jersey knit. So there we go. Now we kind of have a realistic thing. If you want to go into more detail, you can choose your shadow burn tool and just play with the settings with that. You probably want to set it pretty low and pick a diffused brush when playing with that. So using the template guide, we're just going to kind of follow along and, well, add some shading where the breasts, I guess, would be. And just some random shading on the stomach and, you know, just to play around. Okay, that's the front of the shirt. I'll just add a little bit more shading. Not really going to play with the back. This is just supposed to be quick and simple. Okay. So you can add another layer and do all kinds of cool stuff with it, like add blood. You know, I don't see any blood brushes in, so I'll probably have to put those back in. My Photoshop is kind of kooky. But because I'm running on 7.0 here. Okay, I don't see really anything that I could embellish. But before I forget, select the fabric layer and double click, but not on the words, otherwise you'll rename it. And choose the drop shadow option. Go ahead and click the box. What that's going to do is the section that's cut out, it's going to leave a little drop shadow so that it looks like it's away from the skin. And there's a little preview. There you go. That's pretty much what you do. All you have to do now is save it as a Targa and do your stuff in Second Life after.